And the 19th is UW.
I'll see from her.
Good morning, everybody. We'll call to order our October 8th, 2019 regular meeting of the Mason County Board of Commissioners. We'll begin with our Pledge of Allegiance. Dan, if you wouldn't mind leading us.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Moving on to item 3, if the clerk would please take roll.
Commissioner District 1, Randy Netherland.
I'm here.
Commissioner District 2, Kevin Schutte.
Here.
Commissioner District 3, Sharon Trask.
I'm here.
Thank you. Item number 4, correspondence and organizational business. Item 4.1, if the clerk would please report the correspondence.
Washington State Liquor and Cannabis Board sent a change of location notification for Green State Indoor Inc. United States Department of Commerce sent a letter regarding the designation of critical habitat for southern resident killer whales, and Port of Shelton sent in their 2020 tax levy.
Very good, thank you. Item 4.2, we have a proclamation honoring National 4-H Week, which I will read. National 4-H Week, October 6th through 12th, 2019. Whereas 4-H is America's largest youth development organization, having supported almost 6 million youth across the country thus far. And whereas 4-H has helped more than 1,500 youth in Mason County to become confident, independent, resilient, and compassionate leaders. And whereas 4-H is delivered by Cooperative Extension, a community of more than 100 public universities across the nation that provides experiences where young people learn by doing in hands-on projects in areas including health, science, agriculture, and citizenship. And whereas National 4-H Week showcases the incredible experiences that 4-H offers young people and highlights the remarkable 4-H youth in Mason County who work each day to make a positive impact on those around them. And whereas 4-H's network of 600,000 volunteers and 3,500 professionals provides caring and supportive mentoring to all 4-Hers, helping them to grow into true leaders, entrepreneurs, and visionaries. Now therefore, we, the Mason County Board of Commissioners, do hereby proclaim October 6th through 12th, 2019 as National 4-H Week throughout Mason County, and encourage all of our citizens to recognize 4-H for the significant impact they have made and continue to make by empowering youth with the skills they need to lead for a lifetime. Dated this 8th day of October 2019 and signed by all 3 commissioners. Commissioner Allen, would you mind presenting to 4-H folks?
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Can I say a few?
Please.
Thank you, Commissioners and Mason County, for the support of work you guys do to support 4-H here in Mason County. It's an exciting program for kids. It's an exciting program for adults as well. It's wonderful to see the progression of youth when they join the program, learning the social skills and emotional skills as they progress through. When they graduate, they often stay here and take jobs. They stay here and become leaders. They stay here and become productive citizens. And I often hear people say, I can tell a 4-H'er by the way they public speak. I can tell a 4-H'er by the way they conduct themselves in meetings. We pride ourselves in that, and that's not because of the work of the 4-H kids, it's because of 4-H work in the entire program and in the community here. We support our kids, we support the family structure as well. One of the things I want to invite you to is our 4-H Fall Fair coming up. October 24th at the Transit Center, we're going to be celebrating our program, open to the public, open to the community as well. And I'll make sure you get a personal invite as well in your mailboxes. But this is our program where we look at our program year and say thank you to the community and thank you 4-H for making it happen. So thank you for your support.
Excellent, thank you. Okay, moving on to item number 5. This is our open forum for citizen input. It's an opportunity for members of the public to address the commission on items not on today's agenda. If you'd like to make a public comment, raise your hand. The chair will recognize you. Come forward to the podium, state your name, make your comment. Any public comment? Any public comment? Okay, seeing none, we'll move on to item number 6, adoption of today's agenda.
Mr. Chair, I move that we adopt the agenda for October 8th, 2019.
I will second.
It's been moved and seconded to adopt the agenda for October 9th, or 8th, 2019. Any additional discussion? Hearing none, I'll call for the vote. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? And the motion carries. Item number 7, approval of minutes. There are minutes from September 30th, 2019's briefing.
Mr. Chair, I move for approval of the minutes September 30th, 2019 briefing minutes as presented.
I'll second.
It's been moved and seconded to approve the September 30th, 2019 briefing minutes as presented. Any additional discussion? Hearing none, I'll call for the vote. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? And the motion carries. Moving on to item number 8, approval of today's action agenda. Commissioners will read through the items on today's action agenda, at which time a member of the public or commissioner may ask to have an item removed for a separate discussion and vote. Commissioner Netherland, if you'd please take items 8.1 through 3, Commissioner Trask 8.4 through 6, and I'll take the remainder.
I'd be happy to. Mr. Chairman, item number 8.1 reads, approval to authorize the chair to sign a grant contract with Washington Department of Archaeology and Historic Preservation, DAHP, in order to send 3 members to the National Historic Preservation Commission Conference in July 2020. Item number 8.2, approval to set a hearing on Tuesday, October 22nd, 2019 at 6:15 p.m. to sell parcel number 32127-53-00174, located on East Mason Lake Road, Shelton. Item number 8.3, approval of warrants and treasurer's electronic remittance. Claims Clearing Fund, warrants number 8067093 through 8067386. The amount $2,339,907.47. Treasurer's electronic remittance for September 2019, $148,614.95.
Item 8.4, approval of contract number 2019-2010 SA1 between Mason County and Family Education Support Services for a total of $27,600 between October 1st, 2019 and May 31st, 2020 for substance abuse prevention work. Item 8.5, approval to authorize the chair to sign the vehicle take-home assignment authorization request form for Rod LaRue for calendar year 2019. Item 8.6, approval to set 2 hearings for November 5th, 2019 at 9:15 a.m. to consider the 2020 annual construction program and 6-year transportation improvement program, TIP.
Item 8.7, approval of a resolution to amend the Mason County Personnel Policy, Chapter 16, Cellular Telephone Policy. And item 8.8, approval of a relinquishment of easement for a drainage ditch in the vicinity of 2nd Street located in the city of Shelton. Commissioners, having read through the items on today's action agenda, are there any items you'd like to have removed for a separate discussion and vote? Okay. Any members of the public have an item they would like to have removed for a separate discussion or vote? Okay, hearing none, I would entertain a motion.
Mr. Chair, I move for approval of the action agenda as presented.
I'll second.
It's been moved and seconded to approve the action agenda as presented. Any additional discussion? Hearing none, I'll call for the vote. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? And the motion carries. Moving on to item number 8, other business. Any department heads or elected officials that would like to address the commission? Dave.
Good morning, Commissioners. On 2 weeks from today, October 22nd, we'll be holding our fall all-staff day. Community development, public health will be closed for the duration of the day as we go through our twice-a-year all-staff meeting. And this time the focus is going to be a lot on building permits and the whole permitting process, how to streamline the process, and then how to work that into the whole healthy communities concept as well.
Very good. Thank you. Any other department heads or elected officials to address the commission? Okay, seeing none, we'll move on to item number 10. There are no public hearings today, so we'll move on to item 11, our board reports and calendars. I'll get us started. Commissioner Ellen, if you go second, and then Commissioner Trask can finish up for us. Just one quick note from last week. We had our jail study kickoff with Grays Harbor County here, and we had a tremendous turnout. It was great to meet with the 3 commissioners from Grays Harbor County and work on getting the jail study kicked off with them, as well as folks from their sheriff's office. I'm really optimistic. They have a pretty full schedule of work over the next several months, and I know we're all looking forward to seeing the outcome of that work. So it was, I think, a really productive start to the process there. Going forward, we've all begun our budget workshops. We have more budget work to do today after our regular meeting here. I also have a meeting with the BHO this afternoon over at the incoming Evaluation and Treatment Center that's being worked on Coda Street. Also have a MACECOM board meeting, RIA 14 watershed planning group meeting, and then meeting with staff to talk about our 5-year homeless plan update that's due to the Department of Commerce later this year. Have State Building Code Council, and then I'll be attending the Long Live the Kings annual dinner this Friday, and then back Monday for briefings and budget.
I also attended the joint meeting with Grace Harbor in regards to the jail. We also came together for a Mason Transit Authority special meeting to put forward to award a bid. Had Wire 15 meeting. I met with Farm Bureau for their annual meeting. That was their guest. We had briefings, and then of course we had some budget meetings. Coming up after this meeting, we have another budget meeting. Mason Transit Authority pre-agenda meeting. I'll be meeting with ARC tonight. I also have a meeting of the Board of Directors for the Olympic Regional Clean Air Authority. We have a meeting with the Government Affairs in North Mason in regards to the fire levy that I will be attending and speaking at. Economic Development Council meeting. They have another meeting with the Olympic Clean Air Regional Air Authority Finance Committee. We have a meeting of the Audit Committee also. Voting Accessibility Advisory Committee coming up. Trails and potluck, briefings, and back to budget when we do it again.
Okay, going back to last week, I was able to take a tour of the Skokomish Valley and to see the improvements that are going on out there as far as flood control and estuary improvements. It was quite interesting. I also learned that we went on a little hike. I need to work on my endurance a little bit more. Then we went to Oyster Fest this weekend. It was a big success. It was well attended, so very excited about that. Today we have the budget workshop. Tomorrow I have a dementia study group, and then business after hours at Peninsula Credit Union. Turning Point board meeting on Friday. Going to the Policy Center dinner in Bellevue on Friday, and then we're back here on Monday for briefings and budget workshops.
Okay, very good, thank you. Having reached the end of our agenda, I would entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second?
Moved and second that we adjourn without objection. We're adjourned. Have a good day, everybody.